got TV?
Wareham TV, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna be on TV, sweetie.
Do you want to make a bird feed again?
Hey, look up. Say meow.
Beginning by mosquito. Mosquito party ole. Mosquito party ole. Mosquito party ole. Boy, you don't. Thanks for helping.
To my left, we have a gentleman from Creeders, right? Is that right?
Creeders, yes.
Creeders. So well, who are you? Let's start off that.
First of all, Creeders is spelled K-R-E-E-T-E-R-S. And my name is Myron K. Graves, and I'm the creator of Creeders. And how I got the name was, when I made the first one, I was trying to make something tribal, and came out, you know, people have the tribal band, so I thought it'd be a nice necklace to make. And when I saw the first one, I said, well, it's not really tribal, it's more of a cross between a creature and a critter. So I said, hey, I'll call them Creeders. I Googled it, nothing came up, so I registered the name, now I'm the Creeder guy. And I'm a silversmith. I do other stuff besides the Creeders, but Creeders is my main thing.
What on your stuff is the Creeder? Is it the little guys, or is
yeah,
it?
they're little characters, and I brought a few here just so people could see what the heck a Creeder actually is.
So what we do is, so you don't have to cover your face, I'll cover my face. It's the little dude. Ooh, it actually stands up a little bit. My table's kind of weird. So when you said you were a silversmith, how long have you been doing that?
Well, I wasn't a silversmith by trade. I kind of picked it up as a hobby. Years ago, I bought an armband for somebody, and I got it in the mail, and I said, I can do this. And a scrap can later, I can, but it wasn't as easy as I thought. So I've been doing probably silversmithing for maybe 15 to 20 years, but just as a hobby, gifts.
Now, when I came up, I almost thought that you were a t-shirt company, because I saw that you had a number of the t-shirts.
Well, my friend said, well, why don't you start giving them a personality? And I'm a goofy guy, I'll admit that. So I said, well, that's a great thing, and I like to draw. So this was actually our first shirt, and we call it Riding Together. And it's two people in the same jacket riding together. Close, you know, when you're close.
Can you see it okay?
And we do a number of other ones. This is one, it's margarita. This one doesn't have any words on it. It's just a couple of people just enjoying.
They're hanging out in the margarita glass.
Yeah, and they're really fun. I try to put a little humor in each one. This one here is it's a martini one. I call it Make a Splash. And you get the little.
Is he doing like a cannonball?
Yeah, he's diving off a spoon that they tied up on the vodka bottle, and they have little olive bathing suits on them. And I try to. And then I have one for one, because some people don't like martinis, some people like wine. So we have one wine, and the little guy with his hair is a corkscrew, and they're relaxing.
All right.
And
sink into a glass of wine.
And this one here, because it can't all be for the girls, dive into a cold one. Excuse me, it's a glass of beer, and they're diving. Well, excuse me, everyone. And the this guy over here has a snorkel on, so the other one's looking at him like, dude, we're diving. What are you doing without a tank? So that's kind of the joke there. And because, you know, we wanted to do something for the kids or the people that don't dive into cold ones, we made a kind of a Caribbean scene there for same diving scenario, but we made a nice colorful one that the kids like. And to take that one step further, what we did is we did one for the kids to draw. They can color with, they have these fabric markers, and it's that scene there.
Oh, I know my kids would love to color in their own T-shirts.
Yeah, kids love that. That's one of the best sellers. Kids just absolutely love that.
And you color in your own T-shirt, and you can wear it.
Yeah, rather than going on a refrigerator, because kids just don't like carrying refrigerators around.
My girlfriend's niece Abby would probably color the whole thing purple, but she would have fun doing it, and she could wear it afterwards.
Yeah, and they love it, and they don't wash out, so they're permanent. And I had a bunch of shows this year down the Cape, so I did a Cape Cod shirt, and I tried to get a little bit of everything. I have the fishing boat with the seagulls and the whales and the sailing boat.
And the lighthouse.
The lighthouse, sand castle being washed away, crab, the lobster pot, seagull eating the potato chips, because if you've been to the beach around here, you know you have to guard your potato chips. And then I buried the little guy up to his neck in the sand because I have to throw something what I find humorous in there anyway, you know. I like them, you know, I'm biased, of course, but I think they're fun. People seem to really like them. And we actually have a slogan that says, you want good karma, wear a Creeder. And people say, well how can you justify that? And our answer is, made you smile, didn't they? Yeah. And they do. People walk by and most of them smile.
Stretch it. Okay, we have more time.
Oh, so good.
How many years have you been at this event?
This is actually my first time. And for everybody out there, whether you're a vendor or a family, whatever, come on down. This is actually a very good show. I've done a lot of shows this past year, and this is one of my favorites already. It's a great show.
Fight my way through the crowd.
You guys are now on TV.
Yeah,
no,
camera there. But I did
just smile and
say hi,
wave home.
Hey,
You better delete that.
how do you like my Cape Cod shirt?
We're live, and this is cable access, and there is no editing.
That's cute.
Yeah. Do you like?
Did you do that?
I do. Do you drink wine, martinis, or margaritas? What's your favorite?
I'm not supposed to drink any of them.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
But I prefer margaritas.
For margaritas, then this is my margarita shirt.
That's cute.
And there's my Riding Together shirt.
Wow.
And these are the actual characters that I started with. The sterling silver, and I have a couple brass ones in there as well.
And just so you guys at home know, these are my neighbors.
Oh, hi, neighbor. Howdy, neighbor.
They didn't know they were on TV until we said, welcome on TV.
Yeah. And they said, what's he doing here? He should be on TV.
You tricked me, Chris.
I didn't trick you. You tricked yourself. So do you have a website or anything people can get your stuff?
Absolutely. Creeders.com, and I'm still getting a few bugs out, and I do a lot of other silver jewelry too, and my jewelry is different from most, because I have my own taste, and try to make more of a kind of a artsy, heavy jewelry.
I'm signing off for now. I am back at AD Makepeace, Cranberry Festival, and I am with
Mike Sherman.
Mike Sherman from
Everything Jalapeno and Not. We make jams, pickles, and relish with and without jalapenos.
Now the jalapeno ones, the ones that are hot, and the not ones, the ones that are not? Or...
Well, yeah. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But I noticed that like some of the jams and jellies and stuff was just like simple ingredients. It wasn't anything like too hard.
We keep it simple. You know, there's no additives, no preservatives. It's just a real nice product, good flavor.
Your wife's a good sell, though.
Oh, she is fabulous.
I was surprised she didn't want to be on camera. She had those couples buying left and right. We
And
couldn't
she's
even
still
fit
doing
in there.
it. She's still doing it, which is good. But you know, the product actually sells itself.
When did you start?
Actually, this is my first full year. But I've been making bread and butter pickles for about 15 years. My grandmother gave me the recipe and taught me how.
What is a bread and butter pickle?
It's a sweet pickle. And you know, the only thing I did different with it is I added jalapenos to it. Give it a nice
Like
little finish.
kick at the end.
Nice
right?
little finish at the end. And that's how we do everything. Nothing's actually brutally hot. It's just nice. You know? You walk away with a nice taste in your mouth from whatever you've tried.
Now, are you do you only do fairs right now?
Fairs, farmers markets. We do have a website. It's everythingjalapeno.com.
Can you spell jalapeno?
No.
I couldn't spell it either when I was asking them. If you know how to spell jalapeno, that is how you spell it.
Right.
Look it up, Google it,
Yeah.
and then it's everything jalapenos and not.
It's JAH something. But no, it's just really interesting how the stuff comes out. I've got one relish because when I made this one, it was just so good, I didn't bother looking for anything else. Because you know, why bother with anything else when you got the best one? It's just fabulous.
What about jams? What do you got for jams?
Well, I got strawberry rhubarb, blackberry blueberry, peach, cran orange, of course, we're at a Cranberry Festival, and apple pie, and then I've got red pepper jam. That red pepper jam jelly that everybody likes, I make it as a jam, and it's just wonderful.
Now, all those have jalapenos in it?
With and without.
With and without?
With and without.
So if you like any of the flavors he just said, and you don't like jalapenos, he still makes it without.
Right. Everything hot and not.
What's the difference between a jam and jelly?
The jam has everything in it where jelly is just the juice. You know, it's just the juice with the sugar and the pectin and all that other stuff. But like the red pepper jam that I make, the recipe calls for straining all the juice out of the peppers and throwing the peppers away. No, peppers are in it.
Now, is this like secret ingredients, or do you do like a cookbook?
Actually, I got a few out of the cookbook, but I changed them for me. The wife got the recipe for the beets, changed it a little bit for me. The green tomato relish, changed that for me. The apple pie jam, changed it to my taste, and people seem to like it.
So this is your first year around, but is this your first year here?
This is actually my second year here. Last year I came here with just 3 jams, the strawberry rhubarb, blackberry blueberry, and the peach. Hot and not, and I did great with just those 3 flavors.
He's in this little corner, okay? I want you to picture this in your head. Close your eyes. He's in this little corner, and you can barely fit 2 people in there. But he had at least 6 people in there with him and his wife showing them each things, people buying things left and right.
Everywhere.
So you know it's good. When lots of people go in and lots of people leave with stuff, you know it's good. Do you plan to come back next year?
Probably, yeah.
Anyone who's watching this, you can come back next year and definitely seek them out.
Everythingjalapenoandnot.com.
.com. Remember that. And Google it. Google the spelling.
Right. We also have Facebook.
Well, that's excellent. Well, thank you for coming and talking about your thing, and we're going to talk to Diane and give you you guys can exchange your information, and maybe gum can be hot or not.
There you go. Always works for me.
To my left, yeah, to my left is Justin and Matt.
Hey, how's it going?
And here you can actually hold this well from here. You have to be official and like hold the stick. And they are from the Boy Scout Troop 40s.
Troop 47 in Sandwich.
47 in Sandwich. And what are you guys doing as far as this event goes?
Well, we're here. We're collecting trash and recyclables and in return, we use it as a fundraiser. They give us some. They give us money, so it funds our trips for the rest of the year, and we get to do some good stuff.
Like your camping trips and stuff.
Yeah,
like
our
that, right?
camping trips and other activities.
Summer camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other activities like summer camp and other camping sites. But
Well, that's really good. Now, when you said picking up recyclables, are you guys the one who are emptying all the trash cans, or are
Yeah.
there certain barrels for you guys?
yeah, we clean up all the barrels. We also clean the porta potties in the bathrooms too. And we've been doing this for a couple of years now. And fourth year. And well, this year we decided to set up a tent and we accept recyclables now, trying to help sort out the trash before we, take care of it. So because green, it's a good thing to do now.
So all you people who are here at the event or plan to be at the event tomorrow, please be kind to those who you now know who's cleaning your porta john. You always hate the going into a porta john and you find like the diapers and like all that rest of the stuff.
Yeah, we had some experiences last year that are gonna stick with us.
Quite memorable and stuff. So. But what else do you guys do? Like, you can't just collect. Well, at this event, that's what you're doing. But like, any other events coming up?
We do a lot of service projects, as well as, we have some fun stuff just for us, some camping trips, as well as, skills that we teach the younger boys. But we also do a lot of service projects, and Matt Johnson here just completed his Eagle project. You should talk,
definitely tell us about
All
the Eagle
right,
project.
all right. So I had my Eagle project. We put up some signs down at Town Neck Beach in Sandwich, and it's talking about dune erosion and people shouldn't climb on the dunes and respect nature and just take care of it because that's our home. And tourists come every year and abuse it, but the same thing happens to people even in town. They just kind of don't care sometimes. So I'm trying to get the word out about how we need to protect our environment before something happens. So it's a good thing. I also did a beach cleanup a couple weekends ago, and it was nice. So.
Well, that's really good. Beach cleanup is really important, especially for all these coastal towns. I used to get paid to do it, but it's still honorable even if you don't get paid to do it. If you see something, just pick it up. Every morning, I think I walk about 2 miles, and in that time, we passed this one lady, and I stopped her because she has a trash bag with her every morning. And I see her bending down and picking up things that, I probably would have walked past, but I don't anymore. And I was like, who told you to do that? She said, no one tells me. This is what I do to keep my town clean. And she walks 5 miles every day with a trash bag and picks up trash down in through Onset. And if everybody did that, wouldn't be trash anywhere, and you wouldn't see the orange jumpsuit guys doing it.
Yeah, right. So.
We do our. We try to do our part, and you're required to create a service project for your Eagle rank. And so, that's something.
Well, he's an Eagle Scout too.
I already did that. I already taught. I
That's not
already
in the
did
shot,
all that.
is it? Okay, just making sure. Sorry.
For my Eagle project, I went into some conservation land, closed some trails, and put in some erosion control, So I mean, we have them range from stuff like this to construction of like ramps on along the canal in Sandwich.
Public buildings.
Bourne. Stuff with public buildings. So, you know, we do what we can. And on a lot of these camping trips, we do them at Shawnee Kroll State Forest in Sandwich. And part of our stay there, we do something for the forest.
So what's after Eagle? Is there anything after Eagle?
There's not really anything after Eagle. There's other ways to show your dedication to scouting, and there's the Order of the Arrow, which is the honor society, and there's plenty of things to do in that. They give you palms after Eagle for staying active and keeping up with it. So, but usually by the time you've reached Eagle, you're looking to give back to scouting. You stop receiving. You never stop receiving from it, because the more you teach, the more you learn. But they're looking more towards, you're helping other people is your primary focus. So
that's definitely a great thing. I don't want to hold you guys up from collecting your trash and cleaning those
yeah, we gotta get back to that.
Because lunch just got finished, and there's probably a lot of the stuff for you to clean up and to recycle and to sort out, and just
facing it with a smile, right?
Right, and everyone should donate to this kind of a group. And when you come out here, give these guys a pat on the back, and don't throw your trash on the ground. Make sure it gets in the receptacle, and keep yourselves clean. And I don't even know what else to say. But thank you for coming.
Well, thank you very much for having us.
Thanks for talking, and we'll see you around.
All right, we'll see you.
See you around. Thank you.
We are here today at the 80 Makepeace Cranberry Festival. I'm Christian Fernandez, your host, and with me today is Krista. Krista from
Habitat for Humanity of Greater Plymouth.
That is a mouthful. And
Yes,
what exactly do you guys do?
Habitat for Humanity International is an international building program designed to build houses for people in the United States at or below affordable housing, the rest of the world pretty much living in poverty. We service the areas of Plymouth, Carver, Lakeville, Middleborough, Kingston, and Plimpton. We are a small to medium-sized affiliate, so we generally do one build a year. We build only on Saturdays. It is completely volunteer built, with a couple of minor little exceptions on things that we need licensed people on. Habitat also has a subset called Brush with Kindness. That's what we kind of lovingly term special projects, whereby we go in and assist people, again, at or below affordable housing levels, with just common everyday fix-up jobs, weatherization, building handicapped ramps on their home, again with volunteer labor, and they reimburse us for the materials whenever necessary. Buzzards Bay does cover Wareham, and we often try to partnership with each other and feed ideas off of each other, because we're all kind of doing the same thing.
Do you share volunteers often?
Sometimes we do, yeah. Yep, we have college students that come to us from Northeastern, from Wellesley, from Bridgewater State. And then they'll branch out and go to other affiliates and work as well, and
Now,
sometimes even go to other states and work with affiliates.
Is it just people in their like related field that are volunteering their time, or is it just anyone who can wield a hammer and pick up a nail?
Anybody who has interest, who can wield a hammer, or is even interested in wielding a hammer, we'll teach them how to wield it. But we're a little bit unique for the Southern Shore. We have a restore. Not many people have heard of those. We have more and more cropping up in Massachusetts. Restore is a store where we receive donations of new and gently used items, from building materials to furniture. All of the donations come to us. We in turn sell them at literally rock bottom prices, and all of the proceeds come back into the affiliate to help with our building programs.
Wow. I actually haven't heard of that before. I think I'll be shopping there.
And we were the first in the state.
So is it kind of like the Salvation Army, or is it better?
I wouldn't say it's better. We have some of the different things that than Salvation. There are things that we cannot accept that Salvation Army can accept. I would say maybe it's a little bit similar in style. Like I said, most of our material is gently used. Some of it would be new, discontinued items.
Now, where is that located?
That is on Route 58 in Carver. It's at 72 North Main Street in Carver. They're open from Wednesday 12 until 2, or excuse me, 10 until 12.
Hey, we have a friend.
And, oh good.
Can you guys see that? There is a squirrel in the tree right next to the
build a house.
The truck. He's eating the berries.
And the restore is open also from Thursday through Saturday, 9 to 5.
I'm sorry. I'm not usually used to the wildlife encroaching upon my interviews. Like
well,
that.
you know, we do build houses, so maybe he's interested in coming help us with some of the woodwork.
he'll eat the bugs and,
right, exactly.
and clean up the gutters and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Come hang out with us for a little while.
Or add to it. Wow.
He's going to town.
Can you get him? He's literally eating a berry right there.
He's right there.
And he can hear me, and he's not even moving. Like, I'm sorry to
That's
interrupt
all right.
Habitat for Humanity.
Part of being Habitat is we have fun. Habitat kind of gets in your blood.
Yeah.
Once you're in your family.
My best friend and I, when we were growing up, we used to build forts. But not like kids normally build forts.
Right.
We actually took it too many steps further. We had a house in his backyard, basically.
Okay, so why haven't I seen you down at the builds?
Probably because I'm in a
See,
truck.
I have this
thing.
here. This is a little envelope, and I'd like to get involved. I need to see this back in the office.
Well, I'll definitely try to do some of this.
That would be lovely.
I think that I would really like it. And two, you know, if there's any opportunity, if you guys don't have film coverage,
wonderful.
I could definitely see WCTV truck outside, maybe doing a live shoot.
That would be great.
I know not all of Carver gets us, but some of Carver gets us. But we do have the opportunity, like we did today at noon, to stream over the internet. And then, therefore, anyone could get us at that point.
All right.
As long as we have a place to plug in the truck, we can usually get a good signal.
That would be great.
So probably things we
yeah,
can
let me
work
have
on.
your card. I'd love to have our PR chair and get in touch with you. We're always looking for new venues to put out information. We have a number of different events throughout the year. We're trying to get, in fact, we're doing a build right now on South Pond Road in Plymouth. And we have a fella that's doing a tape of, he's recording each day on the build, and then he's going to compile it so we can kind of see the build start to finish.
Now, is he doing it like a time lapse, or is he just recording it?
Right now he's recording it, and his intention later on is to put it together more like a time lapse, just kind of chunk it together.
Speed it up and chunk it together.
Yeah.
Those are really cool. I actually like watching those, and I was interested in how to find those to put on our channel.
Oh, good.
I am the education coordinator at the TV station, so that to me is educational, because
It is.
it's teaching other people to do it, as well as you're learning how to do it yourself, or learning how to get involved.
Great.
And any kind of learning at all, I like to put on my channel. So
Right.
I would definitely like to either, if when he finishes that, I would definitely play it on our channel.
Awesome.
If you wanted to.
Awesome.
I can give you the information when we finish here. Anything else? Anything else you would like to say? Or?
Well, we're always looking for volunteers. One of our mottos is we love to have fun, so definitely contact the office. That means we need to wrap up.
Yeah, that means we wrap up. Because my cousin over there is waiting for her turn.
Right, right. Now, just definitely, if you're interested in helping out, please give us a call. The phone number for the office is 508-866-4188, or you can find us on the web at hfhplymouth.org.
Okay.
Because as birds age, their molt kind of slows down and they have more difficulty molting. But 13 and a half years old, this is a different bird than the saw-whet owl. And the call kind of sounds like a little whinnying horse. Wow, I've seen big eyes before. Those are the biggest. You can identify it. It also has a rounded head, so it's distinctively shaped. They're more likely going to get killed by getting shot or hit by a car. It's illegal to shoot them. Or, and here in Massachusetts, we're pretty lucky. We get to see snowy owls in this state almost every. You think it's the barred owl? Barred owl has a round head.
I ran out of space.
What do you think?
When I'm with you, other foods, they don't even come close, they just won't do. Turkey doesn't understand, pumpkin pie just looks away. I love you jelly, I love you whole, I'd even make cranberry souffle. Cranberries, whoa my cranberries, could they be jealous of our love? Don't they understand we were meant to be? Whoa my cranberries, until the end of time, you'll be mine.
Welcome to another hot day here at the Cranberry Festival for 80 Makepeace. I'm Christian Fernandez, your host, and beside me is a very special lady. She's actually my best friend's mom, Miss Mary Nyman.
Thank you.
And she does a lot of different things, from books to paintings to jewelry. We're actually going to show you some really good pieces, and one that I bought, but she didn't put it up to me. I bought it because I liked it. So, so Mary, let's talk about your jewelry, since
That's the first thing.
that's the
Okay.
first thing, right?
Okay. As a retiree, I've had a lot of fun finding all sorts of things to do. And I call making jewelry my therapy, because I can go into my house, and if it's a mess, I just sit down and make a necklace. A lot more fun.
Yeah.
So I have 3 types of things here. I don't know if you can see this well or not, but that's called Prudent Man Agate. I turn it on the other side, and this is the front. Yeah. And it's a kind of jewelry that I know a man who polishes these on the front and puts a hole in it wherever you want it and tells you the name of it. And it's a beautiful stone from out west. And we also have a second one here this one is called Stone Canyon Jasper. And it is another one. It's a different kind of stone. And this stone with it came from Sedona. And it's called Bird's Eye Riolet. So it's another one that's a very interesting kind of stone. And he has all kinds. He has something called Kingman turquoise, and the turquoise has what looks like gold in it, but it's actually copper, but I can't get any more of that, so that's not helping. Then these are very much in style now. These I call my big bead necklaces, and they're really ceramic beads, but they weigh a ton.
This is kind of like
They
what
go
they
with
wear
everything.
in like Mardi Gras and stuff, like the
Yes.
really big, huge.
They're
huge
big,
beads.
and I have some, I've made them in triplicate, some of them, all 3 together. So That's another thing. That's one of the new ones. Then I have, this one is called, this is a Swarovski crystal shell, but the rest of these are called lampwork beads. And they're a kind of bead that is, it's a heat process. I have some that are clear with little bits of color through them. They're very pretty, and some of them are very subtle. This one's not a subtle one, it's a broader looking one.
How long have you been making the jewelry? 'Cause
about, I'd say
I've
6
seen
years.
your jewelry at a bunch of different festivals, and you.
That's because you're young. No, I'm going to say about 6 years. I'll tell you how it all started. I saw my broker in Plymouth for lunch, and right across the street from where we had lunch was a bead shop, which is now no longer in existence. I went in and it was fate. I was hooked. That's where I started. Gets
Now I
all kinds
noticed
of
that
colors.
most of your clasps, especially the one that
Yes.
we have over there, you have the barrel clasp.
I call those a toggle clasp because I like to use them because people my age have arthritis sometimes, and they're a lot easier
than trying to
use the other. Much easier,
my
and they
mom
hold.
has those bracelets that she puts the cream on her hand and then comes in the room and says, "Kristen, help me with this. I can't get it because I can't
know
get my
exactly
fingers
what
around
you're saying. Oh, I know, absolutely.
What's your favorite medium?
Right now it's acrylic. Watercolor's very hard, but people seem to like the watercolor sometimes better than the acrylic. The one you're looking at, their original is 16 by 20 on canvas. I made some small prints, but the big prints, I do what's called a giclée print. Very sophisticated print. The inks are guaranteed for 100 years, and it's very hard to tell them from the originals.
Do you send out for the prints, or do you have a printing?
No, I go to a place called Image Resolutions. Paul actually recommended them to me, and they're wonderful because they're both artists who own it, so they know how to take care of color. And that's Pumpkin Island in Maine, and it's everything in the front is my imagination.
Because if
I
wasn't looking at this, I'm an artist. If I wasn't looking at this, I would say that she did it in a small frame. I would not have known that it was a print.
It is. It's 16 by 20, and that's it. Well, thank you. That's the quality of their printing. Although that is not a giclée, it's just a straight print. But the quality of their prints is also very.
You can't do that with a laser printer. Just
no,
a normal
you
one.
Can't.
It has to be special.
Now this one is a Courtyard in Assisi. This is also a 16 by 20, the big one. So I made some little ones because people like those because they're bright and colorful. And Assisi was one of the most spiritual places I've ever been in my life. We went for a day, but we stayed 3. And we went to see that wonderful, the Basilica, which was, it was really hurt in the earthquake about when you were a baby. But the whole bottom part is still intact. And you have Giottos and all sorts of people there. So I spent a long time there. And then I went to the church of St. Francis of Assisi, which is being renovated. It's a little bitty church, and it was the most spiritual experience I've ever had. And I'm not usually having spiritual experiences. So I was very much in love with Assisi. And this, I just decided to paint this. I take photographs first, and then I composite photographs. I'll put 2 or 3 together. That one's right from the photograph. But that's what Assisi's like. In these little Italian towns, everyone has these little courtyards that are meticulously maintained. That's one reason I love Italy, because there are flowers everywhere. I have one picture of a bicycle with geraniums hanging from it. Just a rusty old bike, and I'm going to paint it someday. So
cool. All right, and you also do books.
Okay. When I retired, well, I'll talk about this probably on the long show. This book went through a lot of processes, but I decided that I wanted to write books for and about teens. So the first one, When the Leaves Fall, I have a couple of editions of that, but there are reasons, but I won't go into those today. I wanted to write a story about a young person who became involved with drugs, and this would technically have started in junior high. It's a bad place. Middle school is very tough on kids and teachers and parents.
I agree.
So I decided to write a book about, a hopeful book about a boy who survives drug abuse, but he has to make the decision to do that. And that's what this book is basically about. It is hopeful because kids can survive if they're willing to make the choice and willing to make the decision to do that. So that's what this book is about. It's based on fact and fiction. It starts off in a cave up above well, down below, I lived up on a cliff in Tennessee.
Right.
Down below there was a cave, and that's where this starts. The boy is meeting his supplier. And I still remember that cave, and I always wondered if there were other entrances to it, but I created one in this book. Never saw it. So that's one of them.
And this one.
The book that came out last year is all about high school issues. It's stories. And each one is about a person and how they cope with something they develop. Like the first one begins with a girl who discovers she's pregnant and she has to tell her parents. And that's a hard thing to do. And after a few nightmares, she decides what she's going to do. And the last one in their book, I'm giving it away, is about a girl who discovers she's gay. These are things that are very relevant to kids now. So then I have one other book, which is a textbook. That's the one that makes money, a little bit, because it's used in high schools. It's called Teaching the 50 Great Short Stories. And it's based on Milton Crane's 50 short stories. They're wonderful selections, the lottery's in there and all sorts of things. And so I did exercises that Jay Weston Walsh does that. Well, this book continues to sell, and I was told the average life of a textbook is 5 to 7 years, and this one came out in 1994. And I still get little royalty checks. Sent me to Europe twice, but he won't do that again.
She is the triple threat. So anyone who wants to, is there any way, like a website? Do you have a website?
Oh yes, I do, and I don't have my business card right in front of me, but it's www.marynyman.com. Very hard to remember.
And she's the nicest person on the planet.
Oh.
Well, she's still really nice. Maybe not the planet, but she's still very nice.
Well, after all, I know his family, and I know what the word nice means, because I know your dad, and I know your mother, and I know they've been totally dedicated to the Wareham school system, and that means a lot. It really does.
And so after this, we're going to go back to Daddy-O. Again, I'm Christian Fernandez, your host today from WCTV Presents 80 Makepeace Cranberry Festival. Next to me we have Sherry. I didn't catch your last name.
Hi, Sherry Osant.
Sherry Osant from the Old Company Store. That means the Tremont Nail Factory Old Company Store. So you're actually a big feature in town. Like everyone is. I used to get penny candy there when I was a little kid.
Isn't it such a great memory? The Old Company Store has brought so many people together that way. They always say, oh, when I was little, and now they're bringing their kids to us.
And
I love that.
You've always stayed true to your items. Even when I was little, I remember the peppermint sticks or the little twisted candy. It's like this big, and and they still sell those there. And I was amazed. You guys are actually in walking distance from the station, so I occasionally walk down there.
That's great.
But what else do you guys do there?
Well, right now we are getting ready for Christmas, and we're gearing up, so we're doing a lot of fun events. And we are planning a very big party for the holiday season where we're closing for a week, and then we're going to have a huge party, and we're going to be raising a lot of money for a lot of the local...
inside the store you're having it?
Inside the store, yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep, November 16th is our party, and we're going to be trying to raise money for Women Native Wareham and Turning Point and a lot of the other local charities.
Those are really great non-profits too, and to give back to the community I think is really awesome. Now, where are you located? For the people who don't know where the Tremont Nail Factory is and where the old company store is, oh my God, how could you not know? But if you don't drive down that road, then you just don't know. So
We're at 5 Elm Street, right across from the Tremont Nail Factory, and we are very easy to get to. We're a mile away from the mall, so come see us and then go to the mall.
exactly, you know.
Exactly. It's good to shop local, everybody.
Do you guys have a website by now, I hope?
We do, oldcompanystore.com, and we have most of our merchandise on there.
Are you on Facebook yet?
Of course we're on Facebook. We play all sorts of games and trivia on Facebook. So if you go online, you can play we play retro trivia, which is a lot of fun, and you can win things if you answer the questions correctly. And we also do Name That Product, and you can enter to win a chance to win the product for free. And there's a bunch of songs, and we do rhymes, and we do stupid stuff all the time just to make people laugh.
Hear that, guys? Back in the truck. We need to go to Facebook and win cool stuff at the old company store. Yay! Or we need to get the old company store to. You've been on at the TV station before, haven't you?
Yes, we have.
You need to come back to Gumbo.
I would love to. That would be great.
And Diane, our director in the truck tonight, she is the one of the new producers for Gumbo. She's
Hi, Diane.
trying to find all new people to be on her show. So you definitely need to come back on to talk about the November 16th event. And how many years have you been at this event?
I can't tell you because it's the exact same amount of years that I've been out of college. And I don't want anyone to do the math. So it's a secret. But it's been a lot of years.
You won't say anything.
The children that were coming to our store when I started have children now.
She's 22 now.
But we'd love to come online, come to see you because we have a new cooking class that we're doing. And on Thursdays and Sundays, we have a chef that comes into the store, and we built a 1950s kitchen, and he gives cooking demonstrations, and he also uses our products. And people can come and sit at 1950s tables, and he cooks on an old stove, and he makes all of these great foods. And for $20, you get a full dinner and drinks and an appetizer and dessert.
With you guys being so close, even if Gumbo doesn't take you guys up on it, I want you guys to give me your information on when your next one is.
Okay.
And I will come with a camera. It won't be live. I don't think that I can run the cables that far.
Fine.
But I will come and I will film it, and then everybody will know about it. And maybe you'll get even more people to come and partake in eating food.
Oh,
maybe
it's
we
good
get
food.
my girlfriend to partake in eating while I'm filming everything.
There you go. Chef Kurt would love that. I've learned so many different things, like things I never knew before about how to prepare meats and vegetables. And with the products that we already have, he has just amped it up a notch. But it's all no-brainer stuff. So it's fantastic because for someone like me who doesn't have time to cook, he can make a meal in under $15 in under 20 minutes. It's amazing what he's taught us.
So we're gonna wrap this interview up, and thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. Nice. It was fun. I'll see you at the cooking class.
And we'll see you in the cooking class. And candy. I have a sweet tooth.
Thanks.
And now back to Daddy-O.